Hi everyone, it's me, Jessie. Today is my 28th birthday, which frankly is kind of crazy. So I thought I would film a 28 things I learned in 28 years video. I filmed a video exactly like this 3 years ago on my 25th birthday, but that footage was eaten by the memory card and I was not able to recover it. So here we are. 3 years later, I've learned a few more things. Not a whole lot, but we'll get there. So I have my wine, I have some notes, and we'll just jump right into it. I haven't really planned this video out super well, so we'll see how it goes. Number 1, if you're playing on a swing set and someone challenges you to a jump off, you know, where you swing really high and then jump off the swing, don't do it. You're only going to hurt yourself. It's not worth it. Number 2, sometimes you just need to stop. Just stop. I know you have a billion things to do and you have a million things on your mind, but just stop. Even if it's just for 5 seconds, take a breath and just stop. Number 3, it's okay to cut toxic people out of your life. Your mental health and happiness is very important. And if someone is affecting your mental health or affecting your happiness, then it's okay to cut them off. Do not let anyone try and guilt you into thinking that you owe somebody something, because your happiness and your mental health comes first. 4, change is scary. There's no doubt about it. Any sort of big change that you make in your life is gonna be nerve-wracking. But always keep in mind that something good almost always comes out of any major change. So just, even when it's really hard, try and remember that something good will come out of it. That kind of leads into number 5, which is, no matter how big or small your hometown is, move away. Just for a little bit, not necessarily forever, but just move away. Have a change of scenery, meet some new people, do some new things, and just get out for a little while. Number 6, you don't always have to follow the recipe 100%. I really struggled with this one. I like following the rules, and I like that there are procedures and ways to do things properly. But when it comes to food, not following the instructions 100% can sometimes result in super yummy things. So don't be afraid to kind of stray off the path a little. 7, sometimes you might not have all the money you need to pay all of your bills on time. Call the companies. Call them and explain that. They want your money. They're not always super strict about how they get it. So if you can work out a payment plan with them, do it. As long as you keep up your end and you make those payments, they are not going to punish you. You might not need your services disconnected. You won't have any negligent payments show up on your credit report. Just call the company. Number 8, zesty cheese Doritos dipped in peanut butter is awesome. I know right now you're all thinking, holy crap, that's disgusting. But no, seriously, it's the bomb. Number 9, dogs are awesome. It took me a while to kind of warm up to this, but dogs are great. They're super funny and they're just awesome. Number 10, budget. Budget, budget. I cannot stress this enough. Do up a budget and stick to it. Even if you have to change it every 2 months because of different situations and different scenarios, still do it and stick with it, and it will keep you on track. 11, Dance. All the time. Or just sometimes. But dance. Get up and get your booty moving. I don't care what song it is, what genre of music it is. I don't care if you're jumping up and down, headbanging, or doing the cha-cha slide. As long as you're up and moving about, it's gonna make your day better. And I know that sounds really lame and really cheesy, but seriously, getting up and moving around, even if it's just to laugh at yourself because you feel so stupid, it's gonna help your day. 12. Don't be ashamed for knowing things. Being smart is awesome. Don't be afraid or embarrassed to raise your hand because you know the answers to all the questions. Do it. Raise your hand. Be proud of that. You're smart. Use it. 13. Learn how to cook. I'm still working on this because quite frankly, I really like pizza pockets and I really like cheese and pickles just cut up on a plate. So cooking is not really my thing. But I'm learning. And let's be real, a big box of rice, a box of chicken, and like 2 bags of frozen vegetables, that's supper for like a month. And it's not super expensive. So, let's be real. 14. Learn something new every day. Doesn't have to be something big, just something small. Even if it's just clicking on the Google Doodle and reading what it's about. Reading the Wikipedia article attached to it. Just learning something new, learning a fun fact. I'm the queen of fun facts. Frankly, I love knowing a little bit about everything because you will never, ever, ever run out of things to talk about. And let's be real, I love having things to talk about all the time. So learn something small, you won't regret it. 15. Challenge yourself every day. This means something different to everybody. Sometimes challenging yourself means running a marathon. Sometimes challenging yourself means getting out of bed before 10 a.m. Both of those things are fine, as long as you're challenging yourself and you're not allowing yourself to become stagnant. 16. This is kind of a funny one for me. Try new foods. For anyone that knows me, I am a picky eater and I have very strange eating habits. But I do genuinely try to experiment and try new foods, even if I don't think I'm gonna like them, and you'll be surprised at what you like. Because a lot of times we decide we don't like something by the way it looks or some of the ingredients in it, but you will surprise yourself. Just try things. 17. If you're graduating high school and you have no idea what you want to do with your life, that's okay. Because truth time, most of us, once we finish high school, don't do any of the things that we planned or that we thought we were going to do in high school. So just don't worry about it. Just be a good person, be the best you can be, and you'll get there. 18. If you're in college or university and you're deciding you want to switch majors, do it. There's lots of different reasons why you might want to switch majors. Maybe you realize you're not really as interested in that topic as you thought you were. Maybe you realize that that career path is not what you're actually looking for in life. Maybe you're told that you're going to have to do a 6-month work term in an Arctic or subarctic community, and you think to yourself, hell no, and you switch majors. And then 6 years later, you end up moving to one of those communities. Whoops. 19. Forgiveness is more about you than it is about the other person. Holding on to all of that pain and anger and hurt and whatever other emotion is tied to it is hurting you more than it's hurting the other person. With that in mind, forgiving someone does not necessarily mean that you're letting them back into your life. That is not a stipulation of being forgiven. Heading back to number 3, you can forgive someone who was a toxic person in your life without letting them back in. Just because you forgive them doesn't mean you need to open yourself back up to all of that. 20. Molson Extra, followed by warm Pepsi and vanilla vodka, makes for a New Year's party that you're not going to remember. 21. Bar challenge is a terrible idea. All that's going to happen is you're going to end up throwing up in your bathtub and breaking your toilet seat. Kids, drink responsibly. 22. The juice from hot peppers does not taste like Orange Crush. It looks like it, but don't be fooled. 23. No matter what your job is, whether you are flipping burgers or pouring coffee for minimum wage, or you're making six figures as a top business person CEO, always give your job 110%. Because at the end of the day, no matter what your job is, it's still your reputation that you're building. So by not giving it your best, you're only hurting yourself. So don't. 24. Polar bears and their cubs are super cute and super awesome. And very sadly, climate change is not their friend. 25. Beluga whales are just big, white sea puppies. 26. Taking care of a plant is hard. Spider plants are great for people like me who kill every plant that they touch. 27. Friendships change and grow. Sometimes you grow together, sometimes you grow apart, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that you weren't good enough friends or that you didn't care enough about each other. It's just how life is sometimes. And if you're ever given the chance to go out for coffee with an old friend, do it. And finally, 28. Everyone makes mistakes. This one took me a little longer to realize than I would have liked. But it's true. Everyone makes mistakes. And that's it, everyone. That's 28 things I learned in 28 years. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Hopefully I'll be making videos a bit more frequently than I have been, but you know, we'll see. Life, it's busy. That's all for me. Okay, bye!